I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. It's that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in the she just made a big. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my they say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. All this getting bigger, they all froze. I unleashed my soul, now they taking pictures of it. Eyes on the prize, since my last showed up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola.
Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Here's Thomas Morstead out for the opening kick. And away we go from East Rutherford. Here's a return from the 7. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Richardson throwing to start out. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down throw here from Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Another try following the sack. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Play action with Richardson. He's going deep. It's intercepted by Andre Sisco. And the Jets force the turnover on the first series of this game. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Here we go. Good. Go Muzz. Go Muzz. Sorry.
First snap, and Fields wants to throw. His first throw is an interception. Kenny Moore with the pick. And the Colts take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. On target to his man, Taylor. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes the hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one.
And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts parlay the interception into points. Folk with a point after. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Yep. Hey, Ken, Chip's win. Here we go, son. Tonight.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Gets it to Paris Campbell. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
EQ. 11. Delta.
Sending a receiver left.
Tonight.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. This is on target to Xavier Gibson. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Jets reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Not sure we can call these gadget plays anymore, partner. Not like we could in the early 2000s, right? Because receivers who can run it, well, they become an important part of many NFL offenses, especially down in the red zone.
And that's because the reality you face is there's only so many conventional plays, really. There's only so many reps you can get in during the practice week, so many different opportunities and traditional sets. But when you got an outlier like this, when you got a wide receiver who can run it like a running back, it presents a whole other set of issues for defenses.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks you can keep on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Taylor again. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Offense in the hurry up here. Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. He finds Wood. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from MetLife coming right up. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
To get home and hit and impact the quarterback at this level, well, typically you got to do what this defense is doing, and that's keeping an offense off balance. Change up your looks. Rotate your personnel. Throw in some wrinkles. And once again, go hit that quarterback.
And they're not going to reach the sticks. They tried surprising them with a reverse, but the defense stops them well short. 4th down coming up. The Colts are ready for the punt. And we'll see what kind of first impression he makes tonight. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. He fields this at the 18. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. He manages 13 on this punt return. And it'll be Jets football. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Here we go.
Man in motion, out of the slot. 1st down throw for Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. This is ahead for about 5. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum. Shotgun snap to Fields. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Fields now on 3rd. Wilson's got it. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Don't jump, ready?
Another throw for Fields. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Quick throw left side, complete. Offense up to the line fast. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Hall. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a 2nd quarter lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. He's going to field this at the 2. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They give to Taylor, right side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle, is you can be defined by your relentlessness, and his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 4 yards as we have hit our 2-minute warning. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Colts have a lot of work to do for any points before the break. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And this won't amount to much. Tackled after a small run to the 32. Call it 1 yard on the run. That's going to set up 4th and 7. Another punt coming up for Rigoberto Sanchez. Takes it in at the 21. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it'll be their football. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. Hey, Chance. Up. Hey, Chance. Right.
Off play action, it's Fields. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Play action, Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Another look for him, Brock. And hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. But my hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
Easy. Up, let's go.
They motion a receiver left.
Right.
They do snap it. Here's Fields. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kenny Moore with the pick. And the Colts take over on his 5th interception of the season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it. It's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
Ready. Trap 60. Hurt.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That's incomplete left side. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Takes off right out of the read option. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth cave, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up 4th and long. On is Nick Folk to attempt the field goal. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. The kick by Gano is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Wangu now to return. This return makes it up to the 25. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Here we go.
Wilson, the receiver, in motion left.
Is that all right?
A final throw before the break. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Wangu now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Fields out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Fields on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 2nd and 1. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets grow the lead coming out of halftime. Zerline on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets drive their lead to 11. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. This return starts at the 5. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed right. Richardson now on 1st and 10. He locates Adonai Mitchell. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Trying for the deep ball. Brought in inside the 20. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts start the second half with some needed points. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
This has been a trend, yet another interception.
Those defenders, they're just as excited as the fans when the offense signals they're going for two. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and really show some of that swagger that good defenses have.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Wangu now to return. Great vision, gets him across midfield. I don't think they're gonna catch him. Touchdown! He takes the kick all the way back for 6. The advent of a new style of kickoff in 2024 created all sorts of new strategies to generate big returns. And Brock, here, we see their own design executed to perfection to spring them for 6.
Yeah, I don't know if we've seen a rule change that has invigorated special teams coaches, head coaches, all the coaches, as much as this one did this offseason, each looking for their own wrinkle to try to throw in there and do what we just saw, break it the length of the field for 6 big points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets push the lead up to 12. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers have to determine how severe this may be. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. He lofts it deep left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Richardson on 3rd. Brought in along the sideline. Just need an official ruling. And they say catch. Great play. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Here we go, set.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Working quickly here. From the 44 here on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. All the way, touchdown, Indy! The Colts shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown, his 3rd total score of this game. They broke out the design run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get a 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Wangu now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, Slide.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Escapes the pocket. Down the run right, throwing deep down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That's Julian Blackman. And the Colts will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Option give to Taylor. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Tackle made there by Derek Nottie. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
He cuts it right. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
Working inside the red zone. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Quincy Williams has it. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
He'll throw it from his own end zone. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down.
Here we go.
Tight end going in motion here.
Right.
Throwing again, and that's going to be a safety. You know, generally down around your own end zone, you're thinking less of driving the length of the field. Initially, you're just trying to buy some space and prevent a safety.
This is called situational football. You work on it all through training camp, right? It's not just a 2-minute drill.
Yep.
This can be equally important. Just get that 1st down. Just get out of the shadow of your own goal line. Well, the defense wasn't having it. When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd down, he takes the option right. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that 6th sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Sounds very close to that marker, but it looked a tad short. Oh, and it is. That's a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Jump. Right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. This one finds Taylor. And this one does not go far. Offense up to the line fast.
Alpha. Hey, Ken.
At their 49-yard line.
Hey, Ken. You got it.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
EQ. Here we go.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He's stopped at the 17. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Jump slide. Go.
3rd down, give to Hall. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Here we go.
He'll throw it. They connect for the 1st. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They'll go right side with Hall. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Fields throwing here. Has it in close. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the 1st.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets lead by only 2. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Alpha. Right.
They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jets go up by 8 at the end. Brees Hall with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
And like the game-winning extra point strikes true, and that should do it. You got a 2-score game now late. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Flowers now to return it. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Taylor now up the middle. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Ready, break. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Colts operating from the hurry up, rushing back to the line. Throwing now. And he makes the... Wait, no, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Cut near the goal line. And that's a New York touchdown. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Now the Jets keeping the offense on the field. They're going to go for 2.
Here we go. Good.
Will line up for a two-point conversion.
They'll try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone. They go for 2, and that gives them a 3-score advantage. Now a pause. Looks like somebody was banged up on that play, and that's Garrett Wilson being examined out there, hopefully for nothing serious. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Flowers now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They're out and set. 1st and 10. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. Play action with Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. Call it no gain that time, so now they face a 4th and 4.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Desperation time here on 4th. And it falls incomplete.